This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Hi guys, welcome to the new section. In this section, we are going to learn what is post-connection attacks. All the attacks that we perform in a big connection and gaining access section, we weren't connected to a network. In this section, we are going to be taking post-connection attack. That means the attack that can do after connecting to the network. Now, it doesn't matter that the network is wireless or a wired network. It does matter that the target was using web or WPA. We can launch all the attacks that we're going to talk about in this section. In all the previous attacks, we kept our wireless card in monitor mode so that we could capture any packet that goes in the air. Now, in this section, we are going to use our wireless card as manage mode because we access to the network. So we really don't need to capture everything. We only want to capture packets that are directed to us. In this section, we are going to look at the attack that can perform when we break through the network. Firstly, we are going to use a tool, Net Discover, to gather all the important information about the target or the network, and that information will give us to launch attack. It is used to explore all the clients that are connected to a system. After this, we will learn a tool called ZenMap. This tool has a better interface and is more powerful than NetDiscover. This tool is used to gather detailed information about all the target connected to the same network. Thank you. Now guys, we are in the new section, and in this lecture we are going to see what is Net Discovery. So the Net Discovery tool is used to just gather all the important information about the network. It gathers information about the connected clients and the router. As for the connected clients, we will be able to know their IP and MAC address and the operating system as well, the port that they have open in their devices. As for the router, it will helpful us to know the manufacturer of the router. So then we will be able to look for vulnerability that we can use against the client or against the router if we are trying to hack them. In network penetration testing, we used AeroDome-NG to discover all the connected devices. In the second part, AeroDome-NG output, we learn how we could see the associated clients and their MAC addresses. All these details we can get before we connected to the target access point. Now, after connecting to the network, we can gather much more detailed information about these devices. So, to do this task, there are a lot of programs, but we are going to talk about two programs. Now, let's start with the simplest and the quickest one, which is Net Discover. So, the Net Discover is a quicker and the simplest program to use, but it doesn't show very detailed information about the target. It will only show us their IP address, MAC address, and sometimes the hardware manufacturer. Okay, so we are going to use it by typing here. First of all, open the window, make a zoom by typing here Net Discover. Okay, by typing here Net Discover. So then we are going to use -r. So, and then we are going to specify the range, which can be the range we want. Okay, so looking at the IP address, which is like 10.0.2.1. Okay, so this is the IP address. Okay, so I want the full range, so I'm going to add /24 so that we can specify whole range. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit enter. So after hitting enter, as you can see that it started working. After some time, it will take some time, it will show us the related information about all the clients that are connected to that particular network. So as you can see that currently scanning finished. Okay, so don't worry, it will take some time. After some time, it will give you results accordingly. Okay, so it will take around 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that. So you have to wait till the completion of this particular program. Now as you can see that we have this result. Okay, so we can see that we have 3 devices to the network that is connected to the network. So we have their IP addresses, MAC address, and MAC vendor and host name also. Okay, so this is the very quick and it is very simple tool to just find out and gather information about the target. So this is all for this lecture. Now guys, in this lecture we are going to see how to use ZenMap. ZenMap is a very powerful tool. So this is the graphical user interface, and as you can see that we are having this particular logo, and when you click on this you will find ZenMap. So click on ZenMap as rooted. So when you click on ZenMap as rooted, you will find the field here target, and here we are having profile. So profile, what is profile? Profile is nothing but the type of scan that you can do with this particular software or tool. So this is the target where we'll be typing the IP address of the target. So the IP address that I'm going to use here is of my Metasploitable machine. Okay. So how you can find the Metasploitable machine IP address? You need to simply just navigate to Metasploitable machine, and as same as Linux, you will type ifconfig. So after clicking ifconfig, you will find that just inside the body of H0, you will find the second line 10.0.2.5. So this is the IP address of this particular machine. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply scan this. So when you click on this, you need to get to the profile and drop down menu. So I'm going to choose intense scan and scan. Click on scan. So after clicking on scan, you will find that the scanning is being started. So as you can see that what it is showing us that these many ports are open. So how it can help us in finding vulnerabilities or finding exploit? Suppose that you have find that the port number like 23. Okay, so this is open port. So what you can do here is you can just simply open this port, and you can take this port and just Google the exploit for this particular port. So when you find any exploit for this particular port, you will find the vulnerability. So this is how you can use Nmap. So it will give you very detailed information, very needed information. As you can see that we are having port number 21 here. As you can see that this is the port number 21, which is FTP server. Now this is 22 and this is 23, 25. So this is, as you can see that all the ports are open. So you can try googling it. If you find any exploit for them, you can find it and you can exploit that. So I will show you later that how you can exploit any open particular port. So it will be very easy for all of us to just finding the open port and just find the exploit for that particular port and just gain access to that particular machine. So this is how you can use ZenMap. ZenMap is very powerful tool. Suppose that you are using Nmap. Nmap is nothing but is a command line tool for just scanning, or what you can say for network scanning and finding the vulnerabilities. Okay, so if you're using Nmap, you can use this particular command. Okay, so this is the command that you're going to use. Suppose that you are having this and copy, and let's try to paste it here. So when you hit enter, as you can see that the Nmap scanning is being started. So this is how you can use this particular command in Nmap, and this is the graphical user interface. So you need to only type the IP address, but in case of Nmap you need to type whole command Nmap -t4-a-v. This is the IP address. So this is how you can use both of these tools for just our convenience. Okay, so this is all for this lecture. Thank you for watching this lecture.